one clash of inspiration, between Ace and Mouse and colonizing those guys, which drove me down the path between that and Dark Souls, specifically from the developer, Dark Souls.
Like, the game is about following in the light and is exemplified throughout the game as an essential part of the story. That is the driving force which allows the chosen undead to progress through the story. Great on voice time. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.
Part of the point of Dark Souls is that everyone can become strong in the story via souls, and the most powerful beings solely determined by their willpower to live on and strive. Breaking willpower equals dying. Dying in Dark Souls as an undead is not of any consequence, and simply provides as a setback throughout the story. The scourge for your ephemeral undead comrades / enemies that you may find along the way. And the absolute best example of this belongs to Sigmar of Katarina, the single best knight in any video game, save from Solaire. Sigmar of Katarina is an undead onion knight born of Katarina blood inside a human child, known as Sieglinde of Katarina. He is known for being highly jovial in dialect, and seems to be immiscible yet honourable overall. Most notable is his sense of honour, which is believed for his paradigm knight that all knights adventurers should pay back what they got to any comrade, lest they feel dishonoured. See, Eisele, Siegmeyer dialogue. With the first 3 encounters that you see him in, you're forced to intentionally, help him simply by progressing, which makes him see you as a saviour when he discovers the reason for his progression is tied to yours. He then repays this in the most simple ways, via many forms of trinkets and the like. At the 4th and 5th encounter, however, he feels rather gone to have seen his adventure being driven by another person. See, Siegmine. Oh, Marmite really kills the language. Sorry. I got my croaky voice from eating too much Marmite one day, and it seems to have taken my lungs out. Drill giant holes in, as they say, known as oscillorosis. Don't search that up. Siegmine, Light Count, or Fire, one of the two. Then, you never see him again 4 times. But then in Seath Crib, you find his human daughter, who had progressed so far without dying once. The Camera got captured as a fair maiden and rescued by the chosen undead. He then thanks you and gives you her respect. She is much less lenient about the whole concept of honour, and just believes that family and the like is important. See, Sieglinde and Firelink. So when you see her again in Firelink, she talks about her father's adventures and how because his father's a hollow with a supposed unbreakable wingle power, quote-unquote, over that he can adventure all he likes. The problem with this being that she wants him to return home in the fear that he will become hollow and lead a worthless life. This is done by killing him and bringing him back before he comes back to a bonfire. A brutal way for a daughter to want to find a father, but it shows the power of disparity, or rather, sorry for my poor English there, the disparity of power between child and parent. As Sieglinde is a human, she has 1 chance to live, while Sigmar is immortal by undead standards, as this is commonly said, directly stating that I'll just have to kill him again, as if this was the only known way of retreat. But this contradicts Sigmar's way of life. After all, losing purpose, no matter how silly, will lead to you becoming hollow, and never will fate worse than that. This means that Sieglinde killing Sigmar will not do anything for him, as it will obstruct his goal and will instantly gradually feel 1 step closer to becoming hollow. Anyway, back to my question. When all of this is completed, the final part of Sigmar's line is when you are both in a pickle. And look at this. 3 individuals right here, they have put in a pickle. Once, Linux Bow 7777777, Greg, greater than God, I'm assuming that's greater than symbol, and Slammercow, which is me, myself and I, reacted with ... cucumber ... because I forgot that they're called colons. Anyway, this can be the end of the quest link, but branches out into 3 separate endings. 1. Sigmar jumps into a pit full of monsters so that to escape, knowing that he will die with his honour intact when fighting them, as he can just spawn there back again, supposedly. If you let him die here, he dies with his honour intact, and animation does not become hollow, but instead dies permanently. He had reached his brink, and with his new goal of paying you completed, his goal is complete and he follows. Sigmar says the same thing, for number 2, yes, but you follow up after him and help him slay the monsters. If you do this, he is thankful, but say that you helped him, as his honour is broken yet again and his purpose worthless. 2.1, which is an alternate. At low HP, Sigmar dies without his honour, and Perm dies. 2.2. Sigma lives at high HP and is upset about this in the same way and heads to his final location, Ash Lake. 3. Killing all the enemies before Sigma formulates his pen causes him to curse his own inability, all in jovial manner, of course, since he's such a lovely chum, and then gives you his cool gift and is never seen again, presumably hollowed or killed, but that is up to your own speculation. Now, let us deconstruct endings 1, 2.1, and 3. 1 is the best ending for Sigma. He dies doing what he loved, completed his goal as a knight without any help, and never goes hollow. And just never been seen again. Well, he just outright dies, rather, which means that the curse is torn from his soul and he finally dies, which I would say is a good thing. 2.1 is not good at all. Sigma apparently dies because I'll there this could be taken with him, becoming hollow and just being never seen again. So the fatal rehab pet. Didn't want anything with a question mark. 3 is the worst. He is never seen again, meaning he becomes permanently hollow because he becomes useless as his own conception of the night and doesn't cause anything to happen. These concepts are pretty cool, G. Which plainly demonstrates the idea that hollowing is worse than dying and overall terrible points of Dark Souls, contrasting Dash comparing it to typical death. Hollowing would be the preferable option, of course. The 2.2 line, however, is by far the worst. In Ash Lake, where Sigma and Sigma is found for the final time, Sigma is found to have killed her father again, but this time for you. Good. A daughter forced to kill her own hollowed-out father because you, the player character, left him without a purpose unintentionally is a horrible thought, but one to ponder. This new rule in DSU creates many new scenarios that are atypical of real life, where killing may be the more moral dash.
Hey, you know, I know it's dark in here and all, and everything and that, but you know what? I'm such a devout fan that even in the dark, my worst enemy. Fear the dark, my friend, let the feast begin. I'm going to do a rap about Ortecker. I just love it so much. Ortecker makes my bones happy and my gonads twist and turn in unsettling motions. I just love it that much. It morphs my body into a necromorph and turns my head into the Thing off the famous movie The Thing. But anyway, enough with the preamble. Let's get to the real business, shall we? Ortecker, yeah. Ortecker's 4 chads and the cat hood, yeah. I love Ortecker as part of me. Ortecker people who don't like it can suck my pee-pee. This is why I love Ortecker so much. I'm using it, overlaying my stream over much. I love Ortecker so much, it makes me happy in the head. And guess what? It makes me happy in the pee-pee too. That didn't rhyme. Ortecker rule. I love Ortecker and you do too. That is an incontrovertible rule, so believe it or not, it's true. I am an Ortecker fan. Ortecker fans unite. Ortecker fans, we are Ortecker fans. I love Ortecker fans. It's just the world that I live in. That was a 5 Nights at Freddy's jump scare, by the way. Night.